Why Gymshark came about is because we started selling Gold's Gym. So Ziz was a massive part of the success originally of Gymshark. So he was wearing all the stringers, the small shorts, 2 aero shorts. Do you remember them?
Yeah,
from Australia.
dude.
So what we did is we bought loads of those in. We bought stringer vests from America, and we started selling them in Europe.
So you were just a drop shipping company. You're just like the parent company that sells other people's shit.
No, not with clothing. We didn't drop ship clothing. We bought everything in bulk. We had accounts with 2 arrows. We bought it all in because you have to remember back in 2011, 2012, if you wanted to order from America or Australia, you were paying like $100 shipping. The product was only $20. No one was going to pay $120 for a vest. That just didn't happen. So we ordered maybe like, I don't know, 50 vests, 50 2 arrow shorts, got a discount and paid for the shipping. So we had them in our warehouse and we just put them online. Everyone wanted them. They were shit hot. It was like, I don't know, it's like when a new game comes out, everyone's lining up at Blockbuster. Everyone wants the game. And that was like what it was like when we restocked our vests and our shorts. Everyone wanted to look like this, to be this, to feel like him, everything about his persona. So we kind of capitalized on his look and we started selling on our company, which was called Gymshark Supplements, sold well. We then thought, okay, so if we're making a little bit of margin because we're buying it from someone else, let's sell our own Gymshark clothing. So we ended up making the Shark. And then from there, we started selling our own clothing. The clothing sold better. So we fucked off supplements and then we brought in just clothing. We turned our domain to just gymshark.co.uk and then later on we bought gymshark.com.
So now we are going to dive into you starting a $1 million $1 billion brand, Gymshark, ladies and gentlemen. And the first question I have, where did the name come from? Because you could have chosen any animal, zebra, gorilla, dog.
Yep.
Dog, gym dog, gym zebra, zebra.
Gym zebra, gym rhino. But there was actually a gym rhino. Someone tried to copy us. There was all
gym rhino.
Once we started, people started bringing out all sorts. Gym rhino,
bro.
I'm not even Gym sharp with a P.
Gym porpoise, dude. You literally, and it's funny because obviously Christian has Alpha Elite, which is the wolf, right? But I remember when it was started, I was like, at the time when y'all were the first person to put this like animal as a representation, as the mascot of the brand, right? Powerful shark.
Do you know why we did the powerful shark?
Tell me.
So do you ever remember Pitbull clothing and Gold's Gym? So Pitbull clothing was a dog, was a hench dog. And then there was Gold's Gym with the big bodybuilder. Back then, that was what people wanted to see. So we made a shark that was tensing because it was really easy to recognize.
There had to been another animal you went to. You went straight to shark?
Yeah, we went straight to shark. And I think we were just using, random brand name generators. And we wanted Gym because it was just relevant at the time. And then we ended up with shark. And then we got someone on like Fiverr to make a logo. Like, he probably paid him about $20.
Do you think, do you ever think back to like people who, I always listen to there's like the story of like I think it was like a lady who, she made the Nike swoosh and it was like $50.
Yeah.
And I think later they ended up like many years later writing her a big check as like, whatever. But isn't it crazy to think of like a graphic designer does a job like for pennies, in relation to what the brand does. And like, do you think they're ever like, I did that. That was my logo.
Probably. But at the end of the day,
like that's your job.
Yes, you created a logo. And how many logos do you create around the world? And they never ever see the light of day or become anything because the people behind the brand don't take it to a new level. It's like suppliers in China. How many of these suppliers get reached out to by companies? They make one batch of clothing and then never ever contact them again, or they don't go anywhere. But think about our suppliers. Then we had suppliers that we reached out to on, like, let's say Alibaba, for example, and before you know it, we're putting 10, 20, 30 million dollars a year through people on Alibaba. They couldn't imagine being the factory owner. He couldn't believe his luck. Phoning us up every day, like asking for forecasts. Obviously, we were young. We didn't have fucking forecasts. Didn't have a clue what a forecasting was. We were just ordering clothing in. It was selling out so fast. We were reinvesting our money, and by the time we got it back in, it was 6 months down the line. People were waiting around for our clothing, but it also helped us because things were selling out so fast that everyone wanted a piece of the Gymshark clothing, but they could not get it because it was sold out, and it weren't sold out for a reason. It was sold out because we had no fucking cash.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get it in.
What is going on, guys? I am Max Tuning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.